Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We are about to get vulnerable right now. I just want to share this so I can move past it. Like I can move past it, because I feel like I kind of talked about it and acknowledged that it happened, but I just kind of like moved on without really taking the time to process what happened, you know? So, yes, as the title says, I had a ruptured ectopic pregnancy in November of last year. So, it's still pretty recent, I would say. So, let's start from the beginning. I went back home to Philly with my two sons in October of last year, and we stayed for 2 weeks. I didn't see my husband for like a week and a half because he came up there, but then he went back because he had to work. When we got back, of course, we missed each other and blah blah blah. But yeah, I didn't think anything of it. We both didn't think anything of it. I don't know. So I ended up having to take Plan B pill. I just felt like I was having cramps, and I'm like, that's just a pill doing its job, you know. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm still doing like my everyday like tasks and everything. I was still taking care of the boys. We do not stay in the house if we don't have to. We were here, there, everywhere. Like I was driving the car and everything. It just got to the point where I'm like, yo, like these cramps are so intense. Like this doesn't feel normal, but I'm just gonna chalk it up to this pill, you know. So like I texted my friends, I texted my sister, shout out to Yanni, and I was just like, yeah, like I took a Plan B pill, and I'm like, yo, what is going on? Like I didn't know that taking the Plan B pill was this intense. And they're like, yeah, like you can have cramping, whatever. But it was so bad. I was in the car with my baby, and we were going to the grocery store. Things were cool. I put everything in the car, and I started driving. Things were cool, and then I just started feeling lightheaded. And I was like, I'm about to pass out. Like I feel like I'm about to pass out. So I called my mom, and I was like, Mom, I need you to pray. Something doesn't feel right, and I just need you to pray. And I'm so thankful that I am so thankful. She doesn't ever ask like what is going on. She just prays. That's it. Like, and God will just give her like what to and God will give her what to say, basically. So she just started praying, and I'm like, I'm feeling dizzy. Like I had to pull over. I just was like doubled over, and she is on the phone praying, and I don't know. That was so scary. That was so scary. In that moment, I don't know, I just felt like I was like gonna die, basically. Like that's how I felt. So yeah. So she prayed, and like I said, like it was like super intense, painful, like, and then it just passed. And I was able to like go home and my husband like was there, and I was just like, something isn't right. Something is not right. I'm so pissed. My camera, my phone storage. Okay, but I have to just keep on going. So, cause I was deep into the story. I'm pissed. But okay, so I was on the phone with my mom and she prayed and I was able to get back home because it had passed. So I was like, something doesn't feel right, and I am going to do a virtual doctor's visit. I did that, and I was basically saying like I am like having like a super sharp pain, very intense in the left side of my abdomen, and like the doctor was like super nice and was asking me like a whole bunch of questions, and I honestly forget them now, but he suggested that I take a pregnancy test, and I was like, no. I'm good, because I already know that I am not, because I took a plan B, right. So but I did it, and I took 2 because it comes in a pack of 2, and then both came back positive, and I was like, there is no way, bro, like I took plan B like a dummy. And I was like, oh my god, well I don't want to do this. At that time my baby Mikey was 6 months, so I talked to my husband, and I was like we're not doing this, bro. So I made an appointment with my OB, and she was like, what's the plan of action here? I cannot right now. And she was like, I completely respect that. I had to sign a consent form, and then I had to wait 2 to 3 days before I could actually take the pill and get it done, because they want you to be 100% sure. So during that short little time, I was having the pains, and I'm like, bro, like something is wrong. Obviously now I know that I was pregnant, so I'm like, this is really insane. Like, this baby trying to kill me. And that's how I felt. But so I was just like, all right, cool. Like, so then the actual day came, and they did an ultrasound because they are required to do one, and she could not find the egg. And she was like, have you been experiencing any type of like bleeding at all? And I was like, nope, none. And she got like super quiet, and I was like, all right, something is wrong. So then I like had a consultation with the doctor, and she was like, I cannot in good conscience give you like the actual pill. So then I had to come back the next week, I believe, and I was pissed because I'm like, I just want this to be over, you know. I don't want to have to keep on thinking about it. I just want to get this over with, basically. So I went back, and I had to do a blood test, and it was still saying that I was pregnant. The HCG was like still high, or like whatever. But every time they would do like the ultrasound, I think they did like 1 more or like 2 more. They could not find the egg, but that second time that they did the ultrasound, they saw a lot of black. And in like an ultrasound, if you see like a whole bunch of black, that means that there is blood. And I was internally bleeding. And when my doctor told me that, I was shocked, but it made like so much sense because I was having so much pain in my pelvis, and that's where all of the like the excess blood was. So she was just like, yeah, so we need to have emergency surgery today. And I was like, huh? And she was like, yeah, like, you are, like, this is serious. Like, you could have literally died. Like, you are internally bleeding. You could have been dead. Like, I cannot let you go because you could be in the parking lot and literally like pass out. And no. So I was shook to my core, and I was like, oh my God, please help me. So I called my husband first, and as soon as he answered the phone, I was crying. I'm like, babe, like, they're telling me that I like have to have like surgery, like, and he was just like, okay. He was very calm, but I could tell that he was like, what the heck is going on, you know? But he was like trying to comfort me and just like trying to be there and stuff. So then I called my mom, and I told her that I found out that I was pregnant, but it had like ruptured, and I was about to have surgery. And she was like, oh, like, okay, like, well, whoa. But she began to pray for me. And yeah, so then I was just trying to like mentally prepare myself for the actual surgery, but that happened within, like, it was crazy. It was so crazy, y'all. I found out that I was pregnant. They did the ultrasound. They couldn't find the egg. Found out that I was bleeding, and that was like the cause of that crazy pain, and because of the ruptured tube. So I was like, oh my God. But then I just started feeling like a sense of like gratefulness, because I was just like, okay, like, I am happy that they were able to catch it, and I was thankful to God that I didn't die. And I was having the pains, but then it would pass, and I'd be like, okay, like, I'm good. I could have died. I could have died. And I am forever thankful to God that he spared me, that I was able to get to the hospital, you know? I drove myself to the hospital to like the ultrasound, and she was like, nah, like, no, I cannot let you leave. So I ended up having the surgery, and yeah, that was crazy. They took out my left tube, so I only have my right tube. I just saw these huge lights, and I was like, God, like, please be with me and let me wake up if it be your will. But I pray that it is your will that I wake up after this surgery. I was, because I had never had like any kind of surgery. Like, I never even had a C-section. Never had any kind of like surgery like that. So that was intense. I woke up from that, and I was like, wow. Within a couple hours after like post-op, I guess, I was able to be discharged, which I thought was like kind of crazy, but that is the standard protocol. My husband came, and as soon as I saw him, I cried, but it was just like, I'm just so thankful to still be here, and to still be with him, and to still be with my two sons. Yeah. So then the recovery process for that wasn't too bad, but it was very hard to just not do anything. And my husband had to take a couple of weeks, like an FMLA type of thing for his job, and he was in charge of the kids for like a week or two, I think. And it was definitely hard on him because they can be a handful. But I mean, hey, like, I could not do anything. Literally, I was not supposed to even like lift like anything. At that time, my baby, like I said, was 6 months, and I wasn't even supposed to be like lifting him up. So I could not do anything. But we made it through. I would say the recovery for it, like to be like 100%, was probably about like 8 weeks, 8 to like 10 weeks, where I was back to my like normal self, and I had my period and like all of that stuff within that time span. So I was like, okay, everything is back to normal. But for like that whole time I was bleeding, I had to wear a super thick pad in the beginning, and then it kind of like trickled down to being a bit thinner. But yeah, and then when I had my post-op checkup, like my doctor was like, yeah, this was a bit more serious than we honestly thought. Yeah, so I still have 1 tube left, but I am on birth control, even though she did say that it would be highly unlikely for me to get like pregnant again after this. But I don't know, I'm just super fertile, I guess. So, you know, I don't know. So I was like, nah, but I still want to be on birth control. Give me the pills so that way I can make sure that this does not happen again. That is my story. Like I said, I don't plan on having any more kids. I think it's starting to mess with me kind of, because I'm like, dang, like I definitely don't want to have more kids, but not wanting to and not being able to is 2 different things, you know. Like I say, like I am like done having kids, like I'm done, but like now I actually am done. Like I can't make any more kids, if that makes any sense. So trying to just like process that, because it's like an honest thing, you know. But yeah, that's my story that I wanted to share and get that off of my chest so I can release it and move past it. Because yeah, like that was some real trauma, and it happened so fast that I didn't really give myself time to really sit down and process that. Like, yeah. So thank you for watching, and thank you for supporting me, and I am happy to be here. I don't really know how to end this, but thank you for watching, and subscribe and share and like and all of that stuff. I'll see you soon.